Okay, y'all, I'm back now. All right, so this time, I'm gonna put my makeup, my eyelashes on first, um, because I don't want any makeup getting on my eyelashes. Um, and normally I always have my eyelashes on anyway before I do my makeup. Um, and because I wear them for days in a row, and then I just kind of add makeup. So anyway, what I'm gonna be doing now is applying the eyelashes, and these are the individual eyelashes made by Skyla. I got them off Amazon. They're the fishtail design, and the tapered ends. I really love them. The best way to get these off of the palette, you're going to take your tweezers and you're going to go right at the end like this. Make sure you get your tweezers where they hold pretty good. And you just slowly peel one off, just like that. See? Okay. And what I've done here is I've taken the eyelashes that I'm going to use. This is going to be my second time actually wearing all of just this kind. So I didn't count the first time that I put them on, but normally with the regular size like this, I normally wear 7 to 8 eyelashes on each eye. But what I have done here is I have laid the eyelashes out so that when I start to use my glue, I can hurry up and continue to put them on instead of steadily just like peeling them off each one I put on. So what I've done here, so you can see, let's see, I have laid my eyelashes out like that so that I could just grab and go, grab and go, grab and go. All right, and what I have, the glue that I'm using today is the Ardell. I get, like I said on my last video, I mostly get all my stuff at Ruby Red. Whatever glue you want to use is fine. This one is the one I first started out when I started using eyelashes. This one dries very quickly before I could get a few eyelashes on. Plus, I moved a lot slower. But anyway, this one, it does take a little longer to dry. It gets more muckier, like pastier. But you just gotta give it a little while for it to dry, and it does very well. And it actually gets like a bend in it, instead of holding just like stiff. You know what I mean? Minnie, come here. Come here. Come here and sit down. You ain't gonna start now. Get my dog straight. So what I do, I know this looks crazy, and I don't know, you'll have whatever way you want to. Like these eyelash things, they have like little glue pockets. I don't really use them because they only use them and then they're no good no more. I just use my other little eyelash things like this, and I just put a little drop of glue on it, and I just uh, use it like that. When I get done, I just wipe the extra off. So what I'm doing with this, just take it and find a little clear spot. Instead of, I don't have anything in particular that I always put my glue on, but the other little eyelash trays that I've used before. So what I'm going to do, just put a little drop on top there, like that. And I do my eyelashes underneath. My choice. If you don't do it, or if you don't do that, and you want to start trying, just be very careful. I've been doing this for about 6 months now, I guess. But what I'm gonna do is just take my eyelash and I'm holding it upside down because I'm putting it underneath, but not on my waterline. Minnie, come here. Hold just a moment. I don't want these animals starting. Get over here and sit down. Now, get my fly swatter on my dog. So anyway, I'm gonna put just a little tad, just right on the top part because I'm putting them underneath. I'm not putting them on top like you normally would. So just take it and just put a little bit underneath. Make sure that it's got a little drop, and then apply it to the eyelash, just like that. And want to give it a few minutes. Don't be tugging on it or anything. You just want to. I'm gonna add a few. Have my glue on there. add it to right beside the other one. After I get a few on, remember you want to always hold your eyelash upside down because you're putting them underneath the eyelash. That's the way that I do them. If you don't feel comfortable, you do them the other way. There are more videos that way, but I really like it this way. You don't put it on the skin, the waterline. So, and I really like these tweezers because they curve with you. And after I get a few on like that, I just take my tweezers and be very careful, especially if you're using this type of tweezer. They're sharp. Just kind of give it a little squeeze. Don't pinch your skin, but just give it a little squeeze and make sure that it's holding onto the eyelash. And this is what I got so far. So you don't put it on the waterline. You put it right at the end of your eyelash. And just continue to go. It doesn't matter what eye you start with, whatever one feels comfortable for you. I can move very quickly. I've been doing this for a while, and I really had a lot of practice at first because I wasn't satisfied. And when you start out, it might take you 3 or 4 times the time that it would normally take to put them on because you're practicing. Like with me, it really took some time. And I would get off of work, come home and practice every day. I would just take my eyelashes off and put them on, and I would just go buy more because I just couldn't find the ones that I liked. Now today is January the 5th of 2019. My niece, Christmas time, she asked me were my eyelashes real or fake. She knows I love eyelashes. And I have actually put eyelashes on her. But she asked me were mine real or fake that day because when I had put the eyelashes on her, I was kind of just starting, so I was wanting to do everybody starting to practice and stuff. She's like, "Are you wearing eyelashes or is that just mascara?" And I was like, "They're eyelashes." So it made me feel good because I know that they looked good and they looked real. I'd rather for someone to think that I'm maybe just wearing mascara on my eyelashes rather than wearing fake eyelashes. But it doesn't matter. Fake eyelashes are beautiful. I love them. If you know how to put them on right. Now, what I do for work, I do a little bit of everything, but I do catering and stuff a lot. And I was catering at a wedding one day, and just a little drop of glue on there. And oh, these women, they were all dressed up all over the place, like a bunch of them. There was probably about 300 people there. And the women there, a lot of them wore eyelashes. And you could tell that they wore eyelashes. And they didn't know how to put them on. And it made me feel good. I mean, I could tell. You can tell when somebody don't really know or they, are just starting to wear eyelashes or don't wear them all the time or use the strip lashes, which I personally love these. But these women, you could tell that their eyelashes were fake. And you could tell that they were not experienced in putting them on. And I had one lady tell me that she loved my eye makeup, which I am not even professional of either. I've never took any classes. I've watched some YouTube videos, but I have never. I'm not a professional at makeup or anything, and I have watched a YouTube video of how to put eyeshadow on. But I know that my eyelashes was looking good that day. Could nobody tell me no different. Now, that's a little crooked, so I'm just going to pinch it a little bit. Oh, glue stick back to my tweezers. So what I do when that happens after I squeeze it, if the glue's still wet, just wipe the tweezers off with a napkin. Add just a tad bit of glue and reapply in that missed spot right there in between. Sometimes you don't want to squeeze too hard because it could take just what I did. You squeeze it too hard, it makes the glue squeeze down in between the squeezers and pull your eyelash off. But that is one finished eye. I'm not sure exactly how long it took me, a few minutes. And I still have my same drop of glue and using this one because it doesn't dry as fast as the others. But when it dries good and it stays on. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 12 eyelashes. We have 6 here. So I'm going to pull off a few more of the palette and to finish my other eye. You want to pull them off very gently. Very gently. And I'm going to lay them here where they're easy to grab and the way that I'm going to put them on. My dog is right behind me scratching her sweater off. So what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm going to pull off about 10 or 11 of these. Sometimes one eye might not take as many as the other. And like I said, these are a 12 millimeter. They look really good. And actually, if you watched my last video when I took the other ones off, I was able to save some. It was actually to save some of the eyelashes from when I had taken them off. But you wanted to save the ones that look good, they're not stretched out, and don't have a lot of glue on them. Now I'm going to the other eyeball. And I still can use some more of my glue. Let it dry completely. Add this. And if when you're putting your eyelash on and it doesn't seem to look straight, then you just give it a little pinch and then straighten it right out. I don't know if y'all could hear that in the background, but I live in an apartment and children are out there playing. You can hear it perfect through the window. I'm trying to move my arm so you can see what I'm doing. So I have not mastered putting them on the top part of my eye. So I do put them on the bottom. That's the way that I've learned. And it really works for me. And I'm going to just do it from the front so that I can see and get them on right. I feel like I missed too much of a space in one of them. Maybe not. I'm going to give it a squeeze because they look a little. There we go. Squeeze it real good. Make sure it's on there tight and straight. Sometimes with the glue, you can kind of feel a little fume come off and give your eye like a little, very light little burn. It doesn't burn, but you could just feel a fume, you know, like if you're a fume feeling. Oh my. Minnie, sit down. Don't you over there messing with the cat? Don't you mess with the dog? Don't just sit. Minnie, sit down. Sit down. And I put them close together because I want them to look full. It's coming to life. Okay. Yeah, I can see where that last one turned. So if it turns like that, I just give it some pressure with my tweezers. And it's just straighten it out because sometimes it doesn't. And as you go about this and you learn more, excuse me just a moment. I feel like I have got. Just gonna use some tweezers and push that up a bit because it looks like I got it on my waterline. And remember, you don't want it on the waterline, you want it on the eyelash. So be very careful if you do this. Like, this is the way I do it, okay? And it works for me. I love it. I have no problems. My lashes last 4 or 5 days before I even lose any. Pulling out a couple more lashes here because I'm going to need them. Let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 4. When you pull them out, you just want to pull them out very carefully because you don't want to rip any of the lashes out. And my glue is starting to get hard finally now, which is a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, the good thing is, yeah, you want it to be hard, but I'm gonna add a little bit more, just that because I don't have very many more to go, and this glue lasts a really long time, because you don't use but a dab, and depending on the better you get, the quicker you get at it, you the more glue you can actually save because you're putting it on quicker before it dries up. So get a few more to go. And also, one thing about using the Scala fishtail lashes, you don't really need extra lengths. You only use one length. Like I'm using the 12 millimeter. I got that a little on my lash line again, so I'm gonna use my tweezers and just kind of push it up a little bit. And I'm gonna wipe off the extra. Actually, I'm gonna take this off because it's coming off anyway. So when you're using the fishtail ones, the good thing is you don't need a bunch of different lengths because They're already lengthed. I mean, like in different lengths anyway. That's why I love the fishtail. I like the short, long look. All right. Couple more to go. Yeah. I'm gonna do that one last. And some of these actually, even in the packaging of it, some of them might even look smaller than the other ones, but that doesn't matter to me. And if that is the case, I try to put the smaller ones on the outside. Yeah, glue on that. Except for my lash and my tweezers. If that is like some of them might look longer and on some of them, but they're all supposed to be the same length. But some of them might even look shorter. But if that is the case, and you do get some that look shorter than the longer, bunch, you want to put the shorter on the inside of the eye, so it looks more real. And give it an extra squeeze, but you don't want to squeeze too hard because you don't want the glue to stick to your tweezers. And here you go. Tell me what you think. Actually, while I've got you on here, I'm gonna just go through, give everything a little squeeze, just like this, to make sure everything is applied good. But don't squeeze it too hard, because if there's any wet glue, you don't want it to squeeze up around your tweezers, because you don't want it to pull your eyelash off if it's still wet. And then we'll just give it about 5 or 10 minutes before we apply makeup, to make sure that we don't want to touch too much around our eyes until we know that it's all dry. And then with my little palette that I use for glue, whatever, I just wipe all this extra stuff off. Some of it sticks. I have plenty more that I use. I just use this one right now. It's that extra little spot on it that I could add some glue. I don't have nothing that I normally use the glue on, but the top of my makeup, my eyelash packages works just as good as anything else. And this is what it looks like underneath. And I absolutely love them. Tell me what you think. I'm going to get off here for a few minutes, take me a little break, and I'll be back with the makeup.